Alright. Welcome to the Layzbom series, which stands for Look After Your Zombie Body Old Man. This series is dedicated to rollerblader specific health and wellness, especially to those older bladers who've never so much as drank a smoothie in their lives. Milkshakes do not count as smoothies. If you listen and practice all that I preach,
you might not
pretty
like
soon
it,
you'll be in peak male athletic form.
Looks like, and there ain't a fucking thing you can do about it.
What are my credentials? I have a diploma in sports science and wellness, and I've been doing calisthenics for 4 years. I also have a PhD in bro science, and I am a tenured professor. None of this is professional advice. This is all my own opinion, but it's still probably heaps more than what you know. Plus, I'm walking through trees, so I really don't see how much more credible I can get. If you're like me, you're somewhere in your 30s or 40s, and you've been skating for 10, 15, 20 years, and if you're like me, you've discovered you made a grave mistake by deciding to come back to rollerblading after 30. For some reason, after we turn 30, our bodies decide to kick the door down and say, alright buddy, I've given you a free pass for the bullshit you put me through for the first 3 decades of our lives, and now it's time to face the music. This episode focuses on recovery. Strapped on your blades for the first time in years, went for a nice friendly session at the skate park, and probably went home feeling pretty good about yourself. Only thing is, next day you woke up feeling as though you've been run over by a USD legacy. After you manage to get out of bed in about 2 days' time, here's a list of things you can do after your session in order to stop yourself feeling like a pint of waffle mix. All products mentioned here are my own recommendation. No company is paying me to recommend them, although I wish they would. Number 1. Stretch. This is the single most important thing you must do after each session. It's so important, I'm going to dedicate an entire episode to it. Do you know how many bladers I see stretching after each session? 0. You are all going to regret it in future if you don't start stretching. On your days off, it really helps to do some yin yoga. Yin energy is slow and cool and inward. It balances out the yang energy we use when we're doing all the high intensity, hoo-ha, outward activities. Take care of your body and it will take care of you. Number 2, ice bath or cold shower within 2 hours after the sesh, and a hot shower after. Ice baths and cold showers help to reduce inflammation from micro tears in the muscle tissue due to the explosive and high impact nature of our sport, not to mention the big falls. It also constricts blood vessels, so lactic acid is washed out quicker and you won't feel as sore. After 2 hours, you should be taking hot showers, with the hot water focused on the areas that did the most work, so more blood carrying nutrients for repair will go there. Did you hear anything I just said? Number 3, massage stick and massage ball. So these are more for in the field use when you've just finished your 60-second run along feast course, a 3-story high feast course against CJ Wellsmore and Diaby Darko, and you really need to rub out the lactic acid and the tenseness in your large muscle groups like your quads and your hamstrings. Cheap, good, easy to fit in your skate bag. I had a foam roller, but I didn't find it all that effective. I found myself rolling on the floor, contorting like a dying spider. It's much more effective to use. Number 4, a massage gun. If you ever wondered why your partner has toys in the bedroom even though you're a perfectly adequate lover, well, wonder no more. This bad boy will get way deep in there, all the spots. You don't even have to do anything, just hold it there. It's really great value for money, and there's like a ton of them out in the market right now. There's no need to go for those super expensive ones. They're like $300 to $500. Just get the ones that are $50 to $100. Those are more than adequate. More hits than you know what to do if they got a bullet hit, round hit, get really deep down in the deep muscle, deep tissue. A forked wipe, for your spine, down your spine. Soft, a semi-firm foam rubber ball. Flat hit for like your large muscle groups, for your quads, calves, hamstrings, and then a kind of foamy, softer hit. The only bad thing is that it can be hard to get your back, so you need a partner to help you out with that, or you could just invest in number 5, a neck massager. This is for when you're trying to do all those 180s, 360, half caps, full caps, 540s, when for years your neck has never moved more than 45 degrees in either direction. This model is by OSIM, called Cozy 3D, and it really gets in there. It's especially helpful if you have a desk-bound job. Number 6. If you spend a few years getting your shit together and have a bit of spare cash to spend, you could look into getting this gaming chair. Looks like a normal gaming chair. Oh shit! It's actually a massage chair inside the gaming chair, so you can get a massage while you game, while you use computer. There's massage rollers out here that go all the way up your spine to your neck and down. This shit is luxury. It's like the ancient Egyptian equivalent of getting fan and being fat grapes or something. Only downside is that it costs about $600. Number 7. Of course, nothing beats getting a rub down from a professional masseuse. I see you, Soichiro, putting that 100 grand to good use. Good on ya. Right, number 8. Infrared heating pads. So this is quite a new invention. That's the game changer. What it does is that it's got these little tiny stones here, right? And then you put them onto your skin, you leave it on, and within 5-10 minutes, you start to feel a bit of a warm heating sensation that heats your skin using infrared light and leaves you feeling like you had a warm bath, a hot bath for like an hour. It soaks deep into your skin, deep into your muscles, and it's really helpful for sore and tense muscles. So I've got a set of 7. As you can see, they have different pads for different pads of different sizes for different areas of the body. But you have to be careful. If you leave them on too long, they can start to get too hot, and then you take them off and then you feel as though you had a bad sunburn. I felt that, so you always have to be careful about how long you leave them on for. Number 9, acupressure mats. So I got into this because of a comment by Jack Cabbage, and these are acupressure mats, which are basically a bunch of plastic spikes sewn into a foam mat. They are meant to simulate the feeling of acupuncture where needles punch your skin. These don't. They just press really hard and deep into your skin, and yes, it is as painful as it looks. This came into being because some white guy looked at Indian yogis sleeping on beds of nails, and he said to himself, hey, these guys might be onto something here, and it turns out that they were. So he made this, and what they do is that you go and lie down on them, and it's extremely uncomfortable and painful at first, but we rollerbladers are used to pain. And what it does is that it creates a very light, blissful and relaxing feeling. After 5 to 10 minutes, your brain just floods your body with endorphins, which is a chemical that reduces pain and gives you the feeling of pleasure. They also call it the runner's high. And people have been known to drift off to sleep while lying on this. If you do get this, I recommend you get this brand called Shakti from Australia, and you need to get less as little spikes as possible per circle. The less spikes, the more effective it is. If there's too many spikes, you won't feel a thing. Number 10, proper nutrition and supplements. Obviously highly important. I'm going to dedicate a separate episode to this. Number 11, lots of rest and good deep sleep. This is the most important of all. Your body only recovers and rebuilds itself during sleep, so you could pretty much ignore almost all of everything I've said so far and just go sleep for 10 to 12 hours a day and you'll be pretty okay. If you drink a lot of alcohol, your body doesn't go into deep sleep, so even though you sleep a long time, it's not good quality sleep and your body doesn't rebuild itself as well. Alcohol is really bad for the mind, body and soul. Honorable mention to compression knee sleeves and compression socks. Super cheap from Amazon or Decathlon. They really help during skating. They make my legs feel light and I can skate a lot longer with them as opposed to without. Highly recommended. That's it for the recovery episode. It's time to start taking your health and recovery seriously, or there'll be hell to pay in your old age. Thanks for watching and stay spicy.